Hello everyone. As we are currently waiting for the third part of episode 70 to get released, I would like to try something new and experimental here on my channel. Usually I do the videos containing my best theories or predictions for the upcoming episodes of Boom's series. But today I decided to try another format. I got inspired by What If videos by my fellow Skibidi creator Moby, who had made a bunch of content developing some theories that were based on the short Skibidi animation videos created by the Ditter Fluten channel. But instead of following the same structure, I decided to do my own thing here. I will be choosing the most interesting what-if moment of the series based on my own feelings. And then I'm going to develop it into the whole plot arc. So today I'm about to answer one big, interesting question. What if Titan TV Man wouldn't appear in the third part of episode 67 to save Titan Cameraman from giant Skibidi puppet and G-Toilet? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because you'll hear the most unexpected thing you couldn't even imagine before. Let's go. So, in case you guys don't remember, the whole premise of episode 67 was to show the preparation of the Alliance forces for the upcoming final battle against the Skibidi army, and the Titans were supposed to play a leading role in it. Plus, it's important to mention the bond between Titan Cameraman and Titan Speakerman after he got freed of the parasite that controlled him since episode 32. And having this idea in mind, let's actually imagine a following scenario. What if in that tragic scene where Titan Cameraman gets under the influence of the deadly red glow produced by the Skibidi scientist's TV screen on his chest, never gets saved by the upgraded Titan TV Man, who simply wouldn't show up in time or wouldn't appear at all? Okay, now let's break this scene down step by step first. So in the process of an intense battle, Skibidi Scientist gets ready his TV screen that was hidden behind his giant speaker and astonishes Titan Cameraman, who got unfortunately close to him, with the powerful wave or deadly red glow. By the way, as we watch the second part of episode 70 that came out a few days ago, we have a perfectly clear understanding now of how this red glow works on the Alliance's members. We had an experience of getting into the shoes of those Skibidi that were tortured by this red light from Titan TV Man's screens before, and it wasn't pretty at all. It seems like at this moment, Titan Cameraman had been experiencing the exact same feeling POV Plungerman had in the second part of episode 70. Some unknown voice probably appeared inside of his giant camera head, ordering him to end himself, which is terrifying to imagine. So, Titan Cameraman brings his saw hand right to his neck, ready to cut the main wires of his, but gets interrupted by his buddy Titan Speakerman. By the way, it's really cool how this scene was then basically mirrored in the second part of the 70th episode, where the Black Speakerman saves POV Plungerman from the same fate by knocking him on the ground and facing him away from the source of red glow. But Titan Speakerman is way harsher and simply cuts off the saw hand from Titan Cameraman's body, preventing him from cutting his throat. And then, the X moment happens. Titan Cameraman gets stunned by Skibidi Scientist's violet glow, which was apparently done to make the joy of watching this show by these pricks longer, and Titan Speakerman then gets cornered from a few directions at once, and this is the moment where Titan TV Man was supposed to show up. And just imagine this, he doesn't. Now what happens next? I feel like the following development of events would be really gloomy, and the first character I'd like to focus on now would be Titan Speakerman. Considering that he would be all alone in the moment and getting attacked both by his mind-captured fellow Titan Cameraman and G-Toilet with Skibidi Scientist waiting for his turn behind two of them, I'd say that he wouldn't even stand a chance to survive. And now, it's really important to indicate the possibility that he may get destroyed by Titan Cameraman's hand, actually, because it would add so much more drama to what was already happening. I told you guys about the strong bond those two Titans had one with another before, because Titan Cameraman was the one following his Speakerman buddy when he got cured, and supported him the way he could. And just imagine how one friend would be put down by another, who was also probably completely conscious at the moment, and suffering inside while not even being able to do something or resist Skibidi Scientist's powers. So yeah, I feel like Titan Speakerman would be put down in this scene, and I don't even think that Skibidi Scientist would desire to infest him back with the parasite, because after what happened in episode 57 would give him two things. First, he would be feeling incredibly angry about Titan Speakerman, who broke free and then gave plenty of troubles to the Skibidi army. Because if you guys remember, after episode 57, Titan Speakerman was really mad and behaved as if he was crazy, and I could understand him. And now the second thing is that Skibidi scientist would have some sort of vendetta against Titan Cameraman, because it was mainly due to him and TV Woman that his Speakerman buddy got freed. And that's why he'd want to stage the happening events that way. So Titan Cameraman would be the one responsible for Titan Speakerman's destruction. I feel like that would really mess up with the guy's mind mentally, and it would make him an easier target for Skibidi scientists to control. And the next thing that would be mostly likely to happen, in my opinion, is that Titan Cameraman becomes another controlled puppet of Skibidi scientist, fighting on the side of the Skibidi army against the Alliance. And I'd also like to point out that unlike Titan Speakerman, who had the strong will all these episodes that he was infected, Titan Cameraman in this situation would lose all the powers to live due to what he has done. And it may even happen so, that he would be gone in one of the future battles with somebody. And now, imagining that Titan Speakerman is gone, what would happen next? I have an idea. If you guys remember, after our Speakerman Chad had gotten infected, the race of Speakermen literally disappeared from the series, and Cameramen were the only guys fighting against the Skibidi threat. And when he got freed, in episode 59 we saw Speakermen showing up again. Apparently, they were too afraid that the Alliance would lose without their Titans' help, so they hid. And what if, following the same logic, they would disappear once again in the most important moment of all, before final battle begins? Man, that would really turn the tables. So, with the Alliance forces being weakened greatly, I'd expect Skibidi Army to counterattack and push the Alliance away from their main base. And that would lead to a few things, in my opinion. First of all, the concept of the final battle would be pushed back a little, and the fights then would occur on the territories belonging to the Alliance once again. This time, it would be Skibidi Scientist plus G-Toilet getting near the main base of Cameramen, and even taking it by storm. I'd say even more in this case, what if the real G-Man actually shows up, considering the upturned mood the whole Skibidi army would have? Or assuming that it already was a real G-Man in episode 67, who fled the battle after Titan TV Man emergence, I'd suspect that he would continue his actions in his current state, because nothing would motivate him to upgrade myself, as we saw in the secret scene added by Boom to the full version of episode 69. And there is one more thing we shouldn't forget about. Considering that Titan TV Man is not going to show up in this version of events, we have a really important question to ask. Why? And what would be the case with the whole TV Men race after that? Well, I have a few theories on that. We know that TV Men are very shrewd and calculating creatures. So seeing the Alliance forces losing in this battle, I wouldn't be surprised if they put out the Astro Toilets card. And by that I mean how they would actually change sides or even become their own independent fraction. And to tell you honestly, I like the second idea even more, because TV Men always used to give me this mysterious and condescending vibe. These guys are just way too good to fight for someone else's goals and following the orders of others. I really think that TV Men would simply split from the major alliance's fighting strategy, and something really crazy would happen afterwards. Try imagining this. TV Men uniting with the freaking Astro Toilets. How about that? And that would even make a bit of sense, you know. Both of these fractions are incredibly powerful, and the level of their technical genius and intelligence seems to be much higher than any Skibidi, Cameraman, or Speakerman has. Plus, they both have something mysterious about their origin, motivation, and the reason for why they're participating in this war in the first place. And that's how I see the plot evolving in that case. The Skibidi would be fighting the Alliance forces with Titan Cameraman on their side, and no Titan TV Man would be there to help the Alliance. The fights would be pushed back on the territory of the Alliance, and Skibidi would even infiltrate the main base of Cameramen instead. Then, both Astro Toilets and TV Men would show up, demonstrating their current state of union and changing the course of the battle dramatically. This war would then get split into 3 sides instead of 2. And in the process of development of these actions, we would learn a lot of secret information about both TV Men and Astro Toilets. Now, that would be really cool to imagine, don't you think so, guys? As I said in the beginning of the video, this format is experimental and new because that's what I really wanted to try for quite a while. So if you actually enjoyed it, please let me know about it by writing a comment and giving this video a like. And if you'll show a good activity, I'll make another video in this format. And that was all for today, so I hoped you had a good time. And that was me, IsoToilet. See ya!